And how is your education finance?
I'm from DPS Vasankunj. It's a CBSE school. In my 10th, I got 75%. No, in my 10th, I got 71%. And in my 12th, I got 85. I pursued humanities in school because political science always intrigued me the most. And what else? I I excelled in. I was the president of the quiz club in my school. I've been quizzing for a fair number of years. I won I won four quizzes in 12th, and the teachers that left a lasting impact on me, two that are most notable and come to mind first are Mrs. Apurva Rai and Mrs. Shalini Shukla. So I'll start with Apurva Rai ma'am. She was my political science teacher in 11th. She she taught political science as a story rather than just from a book. She made it seem really interesting. And she had taught me previously in 8th, and she's one of the main reasons I actually took political science as a subject in 11th. And the other teacher is Mrs. Shalini Shukla. She taught me English from 8th to 10th. She made the classroom very interesting and dynamic. Uh, it's Yeah, she made the classroom very fun and interactive, and that's one of the reasons I really liked her. One teacher I did not like was Mrs. Arunima. She was she was my English teacher in 12th. She had the habit of not really interacting with students as much, and she would often gossip about students in the staff room, which I didn't really like. And what did I miss? My education was financed by my father. He and my friend, so my colony friend circle includes Mohit, Avni, Adi, Ishan. We often play football together sometimes. We play badminton, and we also have meetups where we just talk. I'm pretty close to all of them, and they've been with me through pretty tough times in my life. So yeah, I love them. What else? So did I miss anything?
No. So you mentioned that your friends have been with you through tough times.
Yes, sir.
Tell me two tough times that you had.
Two tough times. Well, it wasn't. They weren't two tough times exactly. Between so the transition from 10th to 11th was pretty tough for me. I had actually gained a significant amount of weight over the past year or so, and due to that, it had a significant impact on my self-esteem, my morale, my ambition, and my drive, basically. So, on my journey to lose all of that weight, to lose the 20 kilos, they helped me a lot. They motivated me. They made sure that I stayed on the right track.
How come you put 20 kgs of weight?
So, I was 88 kilos
How did
2 years
you
ago.
put on so much of weight suddenly?
Come again?
Always had this much of weight.
No, sir. So, I used to be a professional gymnast.
Then how did
Uh,
you?
exactly. So I used to be a professional gymnast, right? And I used to train 5 hours a day, 5 to 6 hours a day, and you expend a lot of calories doing that. But as soon as I stopped, my eating habits remained the same, and I suddenly ballooned in size. So I was eating the same amount of food, but I wasn't expending the calories. So I gained a lot of weight.
How did you lose the weight?
So I was in denial initially that I'm actually getting fatter and fatter. But one day, I mean, everybody reaches a breaking point. You just look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, okay, this has gone way too far. So then I started with exercise and diet. I Diet was the most difficult component. Exercise I was fine with because I'd been exercising since I was a little kid, so I enjoyed it a lot. Uh, but the diet was the difficult part. I had a fixed calorie budget, I had a fixed diet, and I had to follow it every day.
Okay.
Yeah, and I still have a fixed diet. I mean, uh,
Okay. So what are you doing presently? What about your competitive exam?
yes, sir.
What are your future career options? Now that you've taken humanities as your major subject.
Yes, sir. So the competitive exams I appeared for were Shivnada University's entrance exam and NDA. I cracked both, and I am currently one alternative career option is Bachelor of Management Studies from Shivnadar. That's what I'm pursuing right now. So I have my end semester exams. My end semester exams have started. So workload is getting a little tough, but I'll manage it. That's one alternate career option. That's it. So
Okay.
I hope I didn't miss anything.
So tell me about your family, your mother, father, brother, sister, anyone else staying with you, their
Yes, sir.
education, their occupation. Talk to me of the activities at home in which you get involved. Whom do you approach when you have a problem? Do you tell your secrets? How much of pocket money do you get? And if you don't get pocket money, how do you manage your expenses? And do let me know of your neighborhood friends, kind of activities that you all indulge in.
Yes, sir. So there are people in my household: me, my brother, my father, and my mother. My father is the CEO of a tech company, and my mother's a homemaker. My brother is currently pursuing pure maths from UCLA, but he's currently in India due to the COVID pandemic. And I typically approach my father with my problems because he has more of an analytical mind, whereas my mother tends to scold first and help later. So yeah, but with for my secrets, I approach my mother because we've always had that kind of relationship where I could confide in her and know that she won't tell anybody else. My colony friends, I've already mentioned my colony friends: Avni, Adi, Ishan, and the rest. We, like I said, we typically play football, badminton.